If you are required to solve this question and find the values of y, someone can just straight off assume that y is 1 from this question, which is totally correct. But you have seen that the highest power of y is 3, which brings to your mind that this equation is a polynomial. And what is the feature of a polynomial? The answers are always greater than 1. And if the highest power of y is 3, it means that y should have 3 answers. But from our assumption, we've concluded something. We've concluded that y is equal to 1. This is the first answer. Now, here's what I will do. I would make y minus 1 to be equal to 0. And this is where it gets interesting. So I can bring this thing down and say that 3y raised to power 3 is equal to 3, which is what we are given from the beginning. Hence, we have that 3y raised to power 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. This being the equation, if I divide this equation by one of the factors, which is y minus 1, it means that invariably I should have the two other factors. Let me repeat what I said. If I should divide this equation, which is 3y raised to power 3 minus 3 equal to 0, by y minus 1, it would give me the other two factors. And how do I do this division? I can just express this as an equation here. Okay, so in my long division, I can say that 3y raised to power 3 plus 0y squared, okay, because 0 times anything must give me 0, plus 0y minus 3, okay, is now what I have here. And then I'm dividing it with y minus 1. Y will go into 3y raised to power 3 to give me 3y squared. And then 3y squared will multiply here. 3y squared times y is 3y raised to power 3. 3y squared times 1 is negative 3y squared. And when I subtract, what I have left is positive 3y squared. Now, positive 3y squared divided by y is plus 3y. 3y times this is 3y squared. 3y times 1 is minus 3y. Again, we are left with positive 3y. And then we can easily bring down this 3. So we have negative 3. 3y divided by y is 3. Okay. And then 3 times this is 3y minus 3. And this will cancel out to give us 0. Alright. Now, from this, it means that the factors of this equation are, first of all, we have y minus 1, the first factor. And then we have the second factor, which is 3y squared plus 3y plus 3. So be the second factor. And then, since this equation was equal to 0, we can invariably conclude that if this equation is equal to 0, it simply means that it's either that y minus 1 is equal to 0, which we've established already in the beginning, or that this our new factor, which is 3y squared plus 3y plus 3 is equal to 0. Let's quickly do that now. So equate 3y squared plus 3y plus 3 to be equal to 0. If you can notice here, this becomes a quadratic equation. Alright? This becomes a quadratic equation, but then you see that we have 3 here, we have 3 here, we have 3 here. So this can easily be divided by 3. Okay? Dividing both sides by 3, we have that y squared plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, looking at this equation, you cannot factorize this equation. However, you can use the almighty formula or the quadratic formula to get the values of y, which I'm going to be applying immediately. But what does this almighty formula state? It states that y will be equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, b is the coefficient of y, a is the coefficient of y squared, and c is the constant term, which is 1. So we can bring this back and say that y now will be equal to minus 1, which is b, plus or minus square root of 1 squared is 1, minus 4 times a is 1, and c is 1, okay? All over 2 times a is 2 times 1, which is 2. Hence, y will now be equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 4 times 1 is 4. 1 minus 4 is negative 3 all over 2. So we can easily leave our answer in this form. That is either that y is equal to 1, which we've deduced from the beginning, or that y is minus 1 plus or minus square root of negative root 3. Sorry, minus 1 plus or minus square root of negative 3 all over 2. And square root of negative 3 cannot really be expressed, hence this is not even a natural number. So I hope you guys understand. I hope this all made sense. I'd appreciate if you leave me a like, comments, and a follow. Thanks.
Who's on your mind? Who got your time?